Let's bring you to this story. New claims emerging today about the whereabouts of 6-year-old Joshlin Smith after her disappearance a year ago. Today, her teacher took the stand at the Western Cape High Court, sitting in Saldanha Bay, and that's where the kidnapping trial is underway. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi Same attending the proceedings. She joins us live now for more. Nasiphi, good evening to you. Let's talk about these new revelations. What did we learn today?
Well, this morning we had about 4 witnesses taking the stand at the Western Cape High Court in Saldanha Bay. One of the witnesses that took the stand today was Edna, who is Edna Mart, to be specific, who was Joshlin Smith, grade 1 teacher at Dyersville Primary School. As we do know that Joshlin last year from January up until the Friday before she disappeared was a grade 1 pupil at that school. It wasn't just revelations, but very explosive revelations. She says on a particular day she was driving in Saldanha Bay with her colleagues in the car, and this was the day as teachers they were going to form part of the search parties in Middelpost looking for Joshlin Smith, who disappeared on the 19th of February. She says she decided to take a detour before joining the search groups, and at that garage, as the petrol attendant was pouring fuel in her car, she says Kelly Smith emerged and entered into a vehicle and said that Yifro, she said, "Teacher, I have something confidential to tell you. There's a Nigerian man that gave me a call and told me that I need to play smart and that Joshlin was currently in a ship in a container." And this gives weight to what the former Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, communicated weeks after the arrest of the parents of Joshlin Smith, her boyfriend, including their friend Stefano van Rijn. At that time, former Minister Cele, said to the media that the search had extended beyond the South African borders and that they were working with an organization that had searched a vessel that left or departed Saldanha Bay port and docked in Europe. However, he had communicated at the time that there were no traces of Joshlin Smith in that particular vessel. So we are back now at Saldanha Bay, and the teacher then said she inquired with the mother of Joshlin, "Did you inform the investigators, detectives or police?" And she said that she feared that the community would harm her should she go to the police with this information. It's not yet established whether Joshlin's mother went to police with this very information. But also, later on in the day, more explosive revelations by another witness, and this witness was Stephen Kutsia, who tracks back all the way to 2023, one chilly morning in August, saying he had bumped into Kelly that morning, and it seemed like she was waiting dressed in a denim dress, short sleeve, a grey t-shirt and flip-flops. And he said it was quite concerning that she was dressed in that manner, taking into account how cold it was that morning. And the interaction that they had, or the conversation that they had, left him baffled. He says that on that particular day, she said that the kids were left with Buta, or Jacquinapolis, accused one. And she said that she was going to sell her children for 20,000 rand. And at that particular moment, she said that she's even willing to take 5,000 rand. And something that struck him, he said, she had communicated to him that, you see what is happening here? Between January and February of the following year, of course, 2024, this place is going to be like a movie scene. And he's saying that he was shocked by this. She further said to him that morning that you will be looking for Joshlin everywhere, or rather, you will be looking for her and she will be all gone. But again, it goes back to what we heard in the lower courts last year at the Vredenburg Magistrate Court, where they detailed to the court that they have, or rather they'll put it to the court when the matter goes to trial, that the plan to shell Joshlin had been planned and cooked the year prior, which was August of 2023. And that is the evidence that we received, or rather heard this afternoon from those two witnesses. Very concerning, taking into account that Kelly Smith is at the center, embroiled into the disappearance of Joshlin Smith. More than a year later, her mother stands accused next to her boyfriend, Jacqueline Apollos, including their friend, Stefano van Rijn, facing very serious charges of human trafficking and also human trafficking, rather, apologies, and kidnapping charges. And tomorrow we can expect more witnesses to take the stand. As we know, earlier on in the trial, the NPA had communicated that the state had about 90 witnesses that they're planning to take the stand.
Nasiphi Same, thank you very much. Lots of detail today, startling information coming out of that particular court case.